Bridgetown is located on the banks of the Blackwood River, in an apple and stone fruit growing region that's noted for its hilly terrain. At the time this video was made, the Shire was trialling an overnight stop for self-contained vehicles. And Bill will take over here just to explain the details.
For free 24-hour camping for up to 2 self-contained motorhomes and caravans each night in the dedicated caravan parking bays within the Bridgetown Railway Reserve Car Park. While there's room for parking for up to 6 motorhomes and caravans in these bays, the trial limits the number able to stay overnight to 2. If you arrive here with the intention of parking overnight and there's more than one other motorhome or caravan already parked, it is your responsibility to check with those persons to see if they intend staying overnight so that you don't breach the maximum of 2 motorhomes or caravans permitted to stay on any particular night.
There are a variety of shops along the main street, with a well-stocked IGA supermarket providing for your general grocery needs, plus meat, fresh fruit and vegetables. As you drive into town from the northern end, you can't miss one of the local watering holes, the Freemasons Hotel. The hotel is a beautiful old heritage style that not only offers liquid refreshments, but also has a restaurant and provides accommodation. Just south and across the road is the Bridgetown Hotel that also offers accommodation and meals. The Bridgetown Greenbushes Visitor Centre is located on Hampton Street, at the northern end of town. It provides information on the area, but also houses a small museum that displays a range of heritage memorabilia from the town's past. There is also an unusual display of jigsaw puzzles, which have been mounted and hung on the walls. A recent catalogue of the display listed over 80 jigsaws, including a huge 5,000-piece Rembrandt's Night's Watch that was donated from Holland. Some other buildings of interest include the local post office that dates from 1895. A little further south is the town hall, where you will find public toilets. Continuing south, the town bakery offers all sorts of enticing treats, from pies to cakes and locally made bread. Further south again, and you'll come to the third hotel in town. This is Scott's Tavern, and it dates from 1876. The European history of the area goes back to Thomas Turner, who explored along the Blackwood River in 1834. He was followed in 1845 by A.C. Gregory, who returned again to survey the area in 1852. John Bletchenden and Edward Hester settled in the area in 1857. In 1868, the area was known as Gigilup. The word is thought to be Aboriginal in origin and refers to the freshwater crayfish known today as gilgies. However, it may also mean place of spears, according to some sources. The town site was excised from part of John Bletchington's land and was declared with the words, "Herewith I have the honour to forward a plan of the town site laid out at Gigullop." Some of the settlers wish me to suggest the name Bridgetown, as it is at a bridge, and the Bridgetown was the first ship to put into the port of Bunbury for wool from this district. The name of the brook, Gigullop, is also a very good name, and one by which the place is well known, besides keeping up the native name. When the town was formally declared, it was the European name that won out. The Bridgetown Agricultural Society was first established in 1885. In 1898, the town was connected to Donnybrook by rail, and by 1911 the railway was extended to Manjimup. In 2000, Bridgetown became the 8th town in WA to be granted Historic Town status by the National Trust. The area has gradually changed from a farming base to a tourism one. This has been due to many people's desire to get away from the city and live on small farmlets. St Paul's Anglican Church sits on the corner of Phillip Street. Next to the church is an interesting op shop that you might want to visit if you're passing through town. There are a large number of well-preserved heritage buildings along the main street, including Bridgedale House that dates from 1862. It was the home of John Bletchington and is the oldest building in town. The building was purchased by public subscription in 1969, and the National Trust of Australia took over responsibility for it. The bridge at the south end of town is the longest Jarrah bridge in WA. It was constructed in 1981 and stretches 127.5 metres across the Blackwood River. It was the last timber bridge to be built in Western Australia. Other attractions include 8 different drives that take in potteries, historic buildings and scenery. The drives range from just 3 kilometres to a whopping 115. You can call in at the local visitors centre to get the full list. In 1905, John Ornut began growing apples in the area, and apple production remains an important industry today. There is a local cidery that not only produces cider, but also beer and wine. It's certainly worth a visit if you're in the area. Bridgetown Jarrah Park lies about 20 kilometres southwest of town along the Brockman Highway. The combined efforts of Depot and the local community culminated in this park development, which includes a commemoration of the timber industry. The park is best visited during late winter or early spring, when the wildflowers are in bloom. There are 4 walk trails in the park, ranging from 20 minutes to 2 hours.